How about we play some little bit of D&D?
If only there was something we could do.
Is
That would be
there?
An
really cool.
action we could
We
take.
need.
I'd love to flex
Maybe
like
like a
my
bonus
muscles
action?
to be able to do it, and like
If we could like bonus action it, like
We
in
could just like jump right into
Jump
like a
into it.
job.
bro.
That was a wind up.
That was windy,
My lungs hurt now.
labyrinthine in nature.
When last we left the Soul Seekers, Rubicon attempts to use his burgeoning connection to the world around him to reach out and try to make contact with the mysterious voice. The scene comes into focus and we see a woman walking down a metal corridor. As she nears the end of the tunnel, she comes to a huge window, looking down on Terminus from somewhere in orbit, clearly anxious. Nova catches signs of the Igneous clan, all but confirming the rumors relayed by Koshik. And looking up, Rubicon spots some sort of structure hanging in the night sky against the light of the moon. May exercises a new power, and eventually the party arrives at the gates of Moralbach to find the city under lockdown. Recognizing Quinn as a detective expected by the now Captain Rodaxis, the party finds easy entry into the city, where they meet with Quinn's mom and have some difficult conversations with an old friend's horse. I didn't write the end of this, but we did some shopping.
We did some shopping and somebody lost power.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oops.
about it. That's pretty much what happened.
That's pretty much what happened.
We
Yeah.
did some shopping.
That's just about where we left off. Yeah.
There was one bit of information we got from Kodra regarding Kravis. And that's that it's an ancient word with goblin roots. There's a monolith to the north, and the townspeople in vicinity have reported tremors recently.
Yes.
I don't know if I got that information. Kravis is a goblin word.
Yes.
It's an ancient word with goblin roots. Goblick?
Goblin.
Goblick.
Goblin.
With goblick.
Goblish.
Fuck me, that's a-
Goblish.
Goblish is very
Goblish.
good.
Goblish.
Billy Goblish.
Man.
Okay, Kravis is goblin goblish.
Goblish.
Can you call a group of goblins gobblers?
No.
and young goblins are goblets.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually love goblets. That's so cute.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Low
go
ranking
with
If
goblins or goblins.
farm chickens, are they cock gobblers?
D&D.
Anyway. You are approaching dusk here in the town, the city of Moralbach. A much quieter, somberer city than it was when you left it. Is there anything that you all would wish to do? Would you wish to spend the night, get back on the road? The day is yours.
It's not going to hurt us to spend one night here.
I'm
Yeah,
fine with that.
if we all need to take some time off and rest. Yeah, but we should probably get on the road pretty early tomorrow, though, right?
I think there's a lot of really important things to do. Yeah, we got a lot of road. We got a lot of road to follow, to catch up on. I don't know.
It just means that it'll be a long time before we see a bed again, I think, so. And it's nighttime,
Yeah,
just about.
I wouldn't mind staying the night, but I think we should probably leave in the morning.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you all wish to go back to the
Fireside
tavern?
Newt.
The Fireside
Fireside
Newt.
Yeah.
Wonderful. You make your way
That's
back.
where Lucky. That's where Lucky is, right?
That's where
That's
Lucky
where we
is.
house the boys.
You enter, there is the same blonde minotaur kind of tending to the bar. People inside are a bit quiet. It's a sparse crowd tonight, but they have ample rooms for you all. Do you want to split everyone get your own room? What would you prefer? It'll be a
How
gold
much?
each.
A gold each.
Well, I mean, how many beds are in a room?
Usually there's about 2.
Might as well, group up.
Yeah. Oh well, Rubicon, you don't really like sleep, do you?
Oh yeah, I don't really need a bed. I can take one, but like I don't really need one. I can just sit in the corner or like down here next to the fireplace. Like that's fine.
That's not too bad. Yeah. Okay, then maybe 2 rooms then.
Do you, Quinn, do you think you and I should bunk and then May and Nova can have
What?
a room?
Why do you think that? Speak on
Is it
that.
because of the eyes?
I
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's fine.
Of course. So
Rubicon, you can stay in the room with us. You don't have to, stay down here.
Oh, great. That'd be nice. I like being with other people.
I'm do we owe anything for Lucky's boarding?
that's your horse?
Oh, the horse out there, it was a deceased friend of ours.
Mm. Well, yeah, we do have a running tab.
Ooh, what's the damage?
20 gold pieces.
Okay.
If Carter just like leans down like to Quinn's ears, like,
we can cover that. That's fine.
It's the principal, Quigrant.
Right, sure.
What if instead I gave you more business I think I've made this deal with you before, haven't I?
You have, of course. I think
Yeah,
we
okay.
actually know each other, and
Yeah.
the person piloting me is
Yeah.
not remembering that. We're friends.
We
Oh
are.
yeah, it's you.
Oh yeah, you fucked
Yeah.
my friend. That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh man. We have
Oh,
been
yeah,
all over the
wait.
place.
I mean, if you play music and just hand over what you earn, we can count that towards.
Works for me.
Excellent. It's a bit of a tough crowd tonight.
All right.
Good
yeah,
luck.
Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat this evening, and can I make a performance check to make a?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Make
Baba.
it today with disadvantage,
Oh. Oh, 'cause
given
everyone-
the atmosphere in this tavern right now.
All right. How's a 25?
Oh, just a 25. Pretty good.
Okay.
You receive. I remain. The
you
slut.
got a natural 20.
I did. The other roll was a natural 20.
Yeah.
You get 12 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. I'll just put the rest of that towards the bill for Lucky.
It covers
and I'll-
half. Or
uh,
no, I'm dumb. Sorry. No, yeah. There's
and
20.
I'll give the last 8 out of pocket.
I'm very tired.
You all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody
well,
else? Anything?
I picked up some cheese while shopping, so I'll give that to Pompey and DG if he'd like some.
DG sits there kind of chattering away with Pompey. Pompey, I assume, isn't responding, but DG's talking to him. Her, sorry.
Pompey is like that happy, active listening. Like when your pet
Yeah.
is staring, just like, I know you're engaging with me. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm engaging in every way I know how.
Yeah.
Pompey's so good.
I would love to like, as like Quinn like I guess starts like getting ready to perform and stuff like that, and walking away from this Minotaur person. Quaker kind of just goes,
I like to cook. Might I use your kitchen?
Uh, Normally I'd say yes. We're a little sparse on ingredients at the moment. What are you
Well, it's-
planning back there?
We'll make do. Just whatever's available. I have some things of my own to contribute as well.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Bargain sprays.
All right, let's see if I want to use it. I do.
Yeah, you do. You do, buddy.
I really do. 10.
Hell yeah.
All right, what the hell? But I'll be back there with you.
Yeah, keep an eye on things. It's
Mm.
a good business practice.
Tilda. And he calls out to somebody else who's kind of been washing down tables and stuff like that. And this elven person kind of comes over and stands behind the bar to fill in.
Cool. Yeah, just want to cook.
The rest of you, anything? Wonderful. So the night winds down. Koigrim, at some point you do feed your party and the rest of this tavern. And there are many thanks. And you all make your way to your rooms. Is there anything you wish to discuss or plan before taking your long rest?
Yes, actually. Once everything's done and I head up, I'd like to just get everyone together and just be like, so we're headed north, and that is on the way for Rubicon's
Yes.
Rubicon's thing. We're all still good with stopping there on the way up and investigating a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I appreciate that, everyone. That means a lot to me.
Yeah. Okay. If that's the case, is there anything we need to do tomorrow before we leave, or are we just gonna hit the road right away?
I think we're pretty good to go.
Remind me, it is like we needed like warm clothing for there, right?
Mhm.
I believe
Like,
you
and
all
that-
obtained that.
I think
Yeah.
I think we
Yes.
did. I was just making sure. Okay.
I think we spent like a ton of money last session.
Any
Yeah.
spell components that you need, any other
Yeah.
stuff. James is here, Kodra's here. I don't know if
Have you gone and said hi to Kodra? Of Sodra?
Kodra from Sodra.
Yeah.
I have not gone over there yet. I'm thinking we got a lot of movement. I did just see them not too long ago, so it's not too big a deal. I don't think to pop in real quick.
Okay. Could just, swing by and just say, hey, love you, was in the neighborhood. Say goodbye to mom.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that happens. Of course it
Right.
does.
No. Only thing that I would like to do is really, really give it the old college try, trying to reach out to the Lord of Flowers, asking my questions.
Okay. Go ahead and make another wisdom check as you all kind of settle in for bed after your conversation.
Yeah.
You're in a stone city. You do feel a sense of like almost a little bit like an adrenaline kick in like a fun way. The side of your body that is facing, now, the Claret Strait. But that's about all you feel.
Interesting. Oh, right. That's
Quagram, are you trying to reach out to what's the guy?
just after probably like a good 30 minutes of silence of Koigrim like sitting on the ground, really like and you can see like his brow gets like slowly more and more furrowed, and he's just kind of like, and then like his head like ticks to the side as he gets that like adrenaline hit, and he's just like,
Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's tried it every night since your deal, and
Hmm.
not taking calls, it seems, at the moment. But
I can just do that, right?
I'm is it what is my technique wrong, or
No, I
am
just
I?
you don't I just don't think mine isn't really necessarily as like spiritual as yours is, it seems. It's just like it's the spell sending. I can cast sending.
The way you just talk to people, you can do that. You probably.
I mean, there's like a small chance it fails, but yeah, I can do it. We're about to go to bed, so it's fine. I'll get the spell slots back.
You know, much as I would appreciate it, I think I'd like to cultivate this on my own.
Okay, yeah, say less, no problem. I just thought I'd offer. I figured I saw you sitting down there. I figured you were either pooping or trying to communicate with something. And I didn't think you would do that in here, so
You're right. I'm not quite so barbaric anymore. Um,
okay,
I, I,
I just wanted to offer.
I would say that if you wake in the night and I am not here, it is not because I have left permanently.
Okay.
I think that I'm going to wake a fair bit before the sun and go for a swim.
Okay. That's interesting. Do you I mean I can accompany you and just to make sure you're safe if you want. Or unless that's something you really need to do on your own.
sorry, I just got this like vivid like Clegrim like whoosh, like red water like spraying off of his like super like muscular body, and Quinn on the shore just like
Good job, buddy. Okay, yeah, no problem.
You know what? That would be lovely. It's well, when I would go out into the rain back home, it was always with my people, and so it'd be nice to have some company.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come with.
Thank you. Well, now I need sleep.
Night
Yeah,
falls. Sorry.
yeah.
You all take your long rest.
Woo!
yeah.
In the wee hours of the morning, those of you that would like to go for a swim, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yes.
Oh, Rubicon would get in on that.
Yeah, actually, as I'm leaving, I'm gonna knock on the other room, and kind of like wake them up. Hey, guys. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
I know it's super
Crack
early.
open the door.
I know it's super early, but Quagrim and I are gonna go for a swim in the Claret Strait. If you guys want to come with.
Do we want to go on the? Do we want to go swimming?
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
This guy's in.
I'm like a really good swimmer.
Cool.
I
I mean,
can
it's
imagine.
November or something, right?
It's fantasy November.
It's gonna be really cold.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. It's a brisk.
No.
It's a wake up.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll walk with you guys. I don't want to go swimming though.
Well, yeah. Do you?
Yeah,
At least...
I'll. It, if we're gonna go, like, if it would help things us get on the road quickly for us all to like walk there together and then be able to part from there, I'm not planning on getting in the water.
Okay. I don't know if it'd necessarily be faster because we do have to come back here and get our cart and the horse and everything like
Oh
that.
yeah.
But it's a little out of the way, but it's early, so we're getting, it's a little wake. Okay, well, let's just go. And then if the moment hits, if the spirit strikes you, then
Okay.
So you all set out. Koigrim and, to a lesser degree, but still, Quinn, as you approach the shore of the Claret Strait, there is this rising feeling of like giddiness, similar to like if you've ever taken like a pre-workout.
yeah,
You just want to like run for no
Yeah.
reason. But yeah, the waters are there. They are still, it still has that kind of dusky, like dawny light. The smell is potent, fills your nostrils.
What's
In
the state
the,
of the city over here?
The state,
Is it like fucked up?
mildly. It's not flattened like the other kind of area. Sorry, I'm trying to talk quietly because I can hear myself echoing.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. There are a great deal of like stores that are boarded, places that are obviously like hollowed out. It looks like this section of the city was raided rather than like had a bomb dropped on it. Yeah.
Not a lot of people.
Nobody right now.
Okay. As we get to, is it a sandy or is it a rocky beach?
It is a rocky beach.
Okay. Koigrim, like, as the terrain becomes like less industrial and man-made, and like starts to give way to that natural rocky kind of terrain, he makes a point of like taking off his boots and stepping over like the shaly stones and things and feeling that feeling and remembering home again. In the shopping that we did, I'd like to think that he got some like really cute little booties.
Yeah.
So that he can go swimming or whatever and not be indecent. And so yeah, he'll strip down to those and like start wading into the water, kind of following, not chasing, not like breakneck toward the feeling, but following that feeling of electricity.
Is there a like along the beach? Is there any like kind of like dock nearby or anything that like kind of goes a little further out into the water, or is it just
Yes.
beach?
There are a series of in fact, there's very little beach here. It's almost more like a drop off where it's kind of just steep rocks and then the water.
Sure.
There are 3 long docks that kind of extend out.
To the closest one, like as like Rubicon watches Koigrim kind of like wade into the water, I'll just kind of look over and be like, no, you're doing it wrong. You gotta go in like this. He's gonna run, and he's gonna go, cannonball! And he's gonna jump in, and then he's going to polymorph into a sperm whale. As he just
Amazing.
hits the water as a sperm whale.
The waters recede from the kind of boardwalk area where Koigrim has kind of scrambled down, revealing a little bit of kind of beach, and then whoosh, right back up all over the boardwalk, soaking everything. Koigrim, it goes well over your head. May and Nova, if you are anywhere near the edge here, you do get a little bit soaked.
Can I cast shield to like block the water off of us?
Yeah, why not?
May just like puts up a hand. Is like, oh no.
Quinn's just gonna go, me too, and then like sprint down the dock and like pulling off his clothes as he goes down to just like his skinnies, and jump in, and then just like it's just like a drop of water. It's
Yeah.
just like
Bloop.
Ju-
Amazing.
Just to Nova, that was actually kind of sad after watching Rubicon.
Yeah, that was anticlimactic for him, but thank you for casting shield. I can get cold kind of easily, actually, so not a huge fan of cold water.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, anytime.
As a
Do you
reptile.
need a coat or anything?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you need a coat?
No, I'm okay. And actually, like, she would be holding like Pompeii in her hands, and she's like part of the reason that pets like this are really popular with Dragonborn is because they help keep our like hands and feet warm and everything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Little buddy and a little warmer.
Yeah.
As you all are swimming, Quagrim or Quinn, how do you both swim? Do you both like submerge fully? Do you have your eyes open underwater? You know, the standard stuff.
Just little things.
Yeah, you know,
Are you
just like little
treading?
stuff.
Are you doing the
Dragon
egg beater
Is that
formation?
is that a
Yeah.
threat? I don't.
Exactly how
What?
drownable are you?
Quinn, I will say, kind of has a natural aversion to the seawater. I think he is not opening his eyes underwater for sure.
Okay.
I think Koigrim, like as he gets rushed by this wave of water, and he like wrings stuff out a little and like wipes his face, and then continues to like kind of slowly walk until he's about like heck deep, and then goes in, breathes out a good chunk of his air so that he now coasts along the bottom, and he will open his eyes and pull himself along that rocky shore.
Beautiful. As you do, you see like the underwater landscape, the flecks of red algae that kind of give this seawater its name. And you blink once, and suddenly it's void. It's inky blackness all around you, except for almost too bright to look at, this glowing gold thread that just winds its way across your vision. You blink again and it's gone, replaced back with the landscape.
Do I get any sense of distance about how far this thread was? Was it like right in front of me? Was it too far to go?
Either
Was it-
impossibly close or impossibly far. Both, neither.
I think you'd blink again, see if it changes.
Mm-mm.
What's the feeling?
You want to just sprint, not towards it necessarily, but you feel like you're full of like energy. It's like behind your eyes. You can just, yeah. Quinn, this feeling is rather intense for you too.
I think we continue to descend. The water's already quite cold, I imagine,
Yes.
given the thing. We all know, right? It gets denser and colder as you continue to descend, and Koigrim is going to continue to like push himself further and further down until his breath can't take it, essentially. And given his Constitution score, he can hold his breath for about 3 minutes.
Okay.
And so I think he would have at least moderate spatial awareness to go till he was about, half his breath from the surface, and then he'd go back up, kind of a thing. Very, very careful, but he's trying to go as cold and as far down as he can get. Because he's a heater, right? He radiates this desert heat.
The farther down you go, the hotter you feel.
Mhm.
The water around you is cold, but your body feels hot.
Interesting. Okay. I think we probably stretch maybe a little bit too long
Okay.
in that deep dark. And then kind of like I can't be down here anymore. And then just like feet pushing off of the weathered sand and rock on the bottom, and
Mhm.
swimming, surging up and finally
Yeah.
breaking the surface of the water.
With some coughing and choking, absolutely. To paint the scene down there, what you saw was a lot of like rocky, craggy little places and many dots of like little tunnels, some wide enough to fit you, others too small. This is not exactly news to you. Quinn, Koigrim, I think that's all who would really be super exposed to it, but you know that like Marlbach is partially renowned for its like spelunking because there's all these little caves in the Claret Strait.
Just wading water. How far out did I get, do you think?
You are directly next to a giant sperm whale. You're out past, a little bit past a dock.
Oh. um. Did anyone lose a whale?
Just like from the dock. It's Rubicon.
Whoa! Hi, friend. You probably have much bigger lungs than I do right now. Did you see all of the little holes and caverns down in the seabed?
Kind of rolling over. Can I see the? Ooh. Just rolling back over.
Very nice.
I realized I forgot to turn my mic back on for stream. Sorry.
Whoop.
Oopsie poopsie.
By the
Yeah,
way,
those are.
Jack, oh, sorry. Chat asked, what does Rubicon look like in well form? Like, is it rocky well or is it an actual like organic normal bio?
It's very statuesque. I mean, it looks normal. Like it doesn't look like a rock, but it is very like single, like monochromatic, kind of a very gray, stony looking whale. I imagine it's lots of like little barnacles and shit like all over the length of the body
Oh.
too.
And Quinn has jumped in, yeah?
Yeah, Quinn's in there.
Okay. I'm in there.
You're all three kind of bundled together up towards like the end of the stock.
Was it? Did you get what you came for?
A little, yes. I feel energy active.
Yeah, I feel really like amped up right now.
You also seem very cold.
It is a little cold, is the thing. So the thing about this is it's quite cold.
Would you how good are you at holding your breath?
My breasts?
Breath.
I can hold my I have a constitution of 0. I don't know what that means in terms of how
1
long.
minute,
I can hold my breath for 1 minute, probably.
I think.
Rubicon would just like being there would just slowly open his mouth.
I don't know about getting in your mouth, my friend, but could I grip a fin while you swim out? Try to go as far down as you can. How about? Quinn, you tap on them or get in the mouth, I suppose. And we'll see.
Oh boy. There's a lot of teeth in there.
So there actually, I think there's like a material. It's like a comb. Actually, it doesn't. It's like
Not for a
I think
sperm
someone
whale.
called it. Is it really?
Yeah, sperm whales got teeth.
Oh, teepees.
They fight giant squids.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking
Sperm
metal.
whales are intense.
Very cool.
Yeah, they're badass.
Imagine if a shark were cool.
Fighting
I
words.
can't imagine Rubicon wants to eat you.
I think you go ahead. You do. I don't know about that. I don't know about diving as deep. I'm gonna stay here. I'll sink down.
Yes. Try going down a bit. It gets warmer.
All right. It gets warmer. Okay. Okay. And I go underwater and I'll hold my breath.
Qui-Gon will grip
Yeah.
one of the fins of Rubicon and
Just
like not very well containing like a very marked excitement for going as low as possible into this water and see how far he can
Excellent.
go.
What is your swim speed, Rubicon?
as a sperm whale, I have a 60-foot swim speed, and I can hold my breath for an hour and a half.
Amazing. Yeah, so you get pretty deep. And it gets to a certain point, like Koigrim, your ears pop.
Mhm.
You're going down, down, down. It's dark until suddenly, in places it's not. It's like there's light reflecting underwater across like different rocks and kind of casting these just kind of reflecting how you would expect it to if this were shallow water with a bright sun overhead. But as of right now, there is no sun overhead and you're quite deep underwater. So there's this kind of sourceless light kind of wavering in scattered places. You don't appear to, there doesn't appear to be like a source that you can see.
And what's the feeling?
Giddy, hungry for something, excitement.
I think that Qui-Gon would make a point of like pointing in the direction of the shafts of light, trying to like follow them, probably to the point where he probably should have coaxed Rubicon to ascend probably a few seconds ago, before all of that.
Rubicon, you do not like this feeling. You don't like it down here. On an instinctual level, not to tell you what your character's feeling, but there's just there's
Sure, of
this
course.
like affecting feeling where it's like this feels not right.
Yeah, I mean, if we get the old pat signal from Koigrim to ascend, we will return back to the surface. Not so fast as to give him the bends, though.
Perfect.
Please no, I don't want to die of nitrogen poisoning because of my own fucking blood.
Die of own blood.
Yeah.
While this is going on, Nova, May, is there anything that you wish to do up on the surface?
Nova's just feeling really good about her decision to not get in the freezing cold water and descend into however far down a well could take her.
Did it look like they were trying to get Quinn to go into Rubicon's mouth?
Yeah, that I'm glad Quinn didn't, because I'm not even sure how I feel about the plan of Rubicon just taking Koigrim down.
As a whale.
Yeah. With no ability to speak to each other, even though Quinn could have cast Speak with Animals on him.
Well, I mean, But Quilgrim will be fine.
We might be lifeguards now.
No, he's tough. He's fine.
If Rubicon decides to come back up.
Yeah, I think after.
And we don't have sending because Quinn is in the water, so.
We better hope they communicate well down there.
The way back up, Colgrim's or Rubicon's just like, I'm hungry. And just
Is that a fucking giant squid?
that looks so good.
Underwater combat.
Just incidental.
Do you want to see Nova? I've been doing something, and we just purchased what allows me to do it. Working on something new.
Yeah.
May will like reach into her component pouch in the folds of her new like big, cozy quilted like winter getup, and pull out a fine-looking snakeskin glove.
Ooh, those are beautiful.
Thank you. It allows me to do this, and she will put it on, and oh shit. Well, I don't have my notes for this, but she'll put it on and cast a spell. Bigby's hand. And
Bigby's hand! Bigby's hand!
she'll like pour a bit of water onto it, and the water slides off the glove and turns into this gigantic fucking. It's just a big hand, but it's just water.
That's incredible. Holy
Yeah,
crap, you can just like pound the enemies to death now.
It's a lot bigger than I thought this was going to be. I wonder if she'll walk out to like the end of the dock with the hand just kind of looming over her, and just like
A good master hand. For
yeah, that's exactly just like, and just like kind of like glides it along the water over to where she saw Quinn submerge.
All right.
How much
We'll
weight
just-
can it handle?
Are you
how
gonna
much
grab
can
him?
I don't like to be manhandled.
Get claw machined, idiot.
Hey. Wait, can I have grasping hand? Does it say? And as an AC 20, clenched fist, that's punching. Doesn't really say how much weight, I think. Forceful hand, I can push things, medium or smaller. Grasping hand. The target is medium or smaller. I have advantage on the check. Interposing hand. So, I mean, it's reasonably quite strong if I can grapple medium creatures.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just want to go, whenever Quinn comes up out of the water, I just want to, like, try to scoop him up.
It'd be funnier to like poke him while he's under the water.
Just keep pushing him
In the
back.
darkness.
Oh, just panics and drowns. Oh,
I don't know if Quinn would handle that kind of panic very well.
What a disrespectful death.
Just get poked under the water and
Just being held down.
Perish, fool. I would like to hold my breath for as long as I can, and then eventually I will open my eyes under the water.
Okay. You see the watery landscape. Nothing besides.
Do I still have that feeling of like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'll dive down a little bit. Yeah, I'll dive down a little bit.
All right. kind of going down at the point where your lungs start to hurt. You blink and see a similar scene to what Koigrim saw. All of a sudden, there's no water around you. There's no nothing. You don't even feel water around you. There's just this void and this glowing thread. Nearly too bright to look at. And then you blink again and it's gone.
Okay. I'll just, before I drown, I'll swim up.
Wonderful.
Shucks.
As soon as you come up out of the water, a huge hand of water just scoops you up. Like a goldfish.
Not this dream again.
Beautiful. Is there anything else you all wish to do before you're all kind of gathered back on the boardwalk together?
Chasing the light doesn't yield anything,
No.
does it? Okay.
You just see the light dancing, being weird, but
Okay, yeah. Probably a little later than I should. I'll give Rubicon the pat. And,
take 1 point of drowning damage from staying way underwater twice longer than you should have.
Yeah, it's fair. Very fair.
Just emerging. That was awesome. I like to imagine that when Rubicon surfaces as the whale, he drops the form, is
Yeah,
the rock,
we were just
and
thinking the
sees,
same
and just
thing.
like, that was awesome.
Yeah. Immediately sinks again.
Just immediately.
Koigrim,
He's a
like,
rock.
How much does
Let's go.
Rubicon weigh?
He's over 300 pounds of just like.
May just sends the hand like to go scoop him up.
How much did I say he? I don't remember. I did write down how much he weighs.
300
is-
something.
Oh, he's no. I mean, because he's small, and I think I did the math, and he's around 250 pounds.
Oh, easy.
Because he's only like 3'5", so he's actually pretty small. But
Let me go scoop
just
you up.
that was really cool.
Wonderful. So you all gather back on the boardwalk here in the growing light of the morning. Is there anything you all wish to do before departing? Or discuss?
I think Koigrim comes back to shore, and he's got like I don't know the word. I don't know how to change this word, but a ferality, like very feral kind of almost
Feralness.
like look to
Yeah.
his eyes, very wild, and like the hair and nails that grow when he rages, I would think would be like a little more pronounced as he comes back onto shore. And I think he would find a good big rock to sit on near everybody and kind of sit down and just like start wringing out his like shorter hair now, and kind of look at everyone and go,
Do you remember what we read about the song?
you are super muted.
About the Demarcog?
Yes.
What about it exactly?
Wasn't there this kind of overarching feeling of oneness to whatever was being written and told?
Yeah. I seem to believe they wrote that, right, Gwen?
Yeah. There
Arcog?
was Arcog was talking about how it all kind of comes. All these instruments were kind of forged or created to represent one whole.
Right. And what have we read about four become three, become one? What was that about?
That's the body, I think we've been calling them. That's their whole thing. we thought there was some kind of connection there, but I don't think it's necessarily connect. I think it's just I don't know. A lot of stuff kind of has that same sort of flowery prose.
Sure.
Lots of things want to become one.
Right. I'm not one who has ever done, has ever taken anything to be able to see, as the matriarchs did, but, I saw something down there. It was like a moment of stillness. An inky black void
With
with
the
a
golden
single
thread.
thread of gold.
Okay. Yeah. No. All right. This tracks.
I'm confused.
I'm assuming the Lord of Flowers wants us to see something. It's a message from him because Rubicon, you didn't see anything, right?
Oh, I saw like little cool divots down there and like valleys, and it kind of looked like a sideways anthill. But other than that, no, I didn't really see anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
that's some Lord of Flowers stuff, I think.
What did you see again, Koigram? A moment of stillness?
you know the feeling when you're swimming underneath the surface where there's just pressure all around.
Sure.
Imagine if all of that pressure was swept away, but you were still floating.
Hmm.
And the color of everything was gone. It was pitch black, except for this single golden thread which wound its way across my vision, both too close and too far.
But Quinn, you didn't see that?
No, that's what I saw. The same thing. The inky black void and the golden thread.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah. Rubicon didn't see it.
Well, it's interesting because when I first came back to you all from being in the Feywild for a time, after we defeated those vampires,
Mm-hmm.
I reached out into the earth and felt a tangled mess of sickness, and for a time was able to feel its untangling as we helped, and it felt like threads. So to see a golden thread winding its way through the world, I don't know, just felt like a place I'd want to return to.
It's definitely guiding us somewhere, I would think, but I don't know what to. And I kind of got this like, I don't know. Also, Quinn is speaking from like being seated in the Bigby's hand.
After a minute, it just like.
Oh,
water
he straight up
splashes
falls
on
on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he just sits on the ground. It definitely feels like it's guiding us somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but
Could you tell
Yeah.
what direction it was pointing?
No, there was no sense of direction down there.
There's no beginning and no end.
Right, DM?
We weren't in the same place, if that makes sense.
Right. I didn't see Quinn there.
Okay, sure.
I wasn't even in water, it felt like. I mean, I was floating like I was in water, but I wasn't
Mhm.
actually in any water.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's something to keep track of.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe it's not profound. Maybe it is just the thread of life each of us must follow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it has something to do with like what makes the water special.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
the water affects your people, Koigram, and it caused the people who live near it here to be abducted by the maw. Whatever sort of like power that conveys, maybe. Inspirited, they said.
What was the... There was something about the blood with the hand, was there not?
Yeah, every one of these, whatever, you know, have something to do with blood. The maw is pretty straight. Yeah, the maw is pretty straightforward, I think.
The blood is the land was the thing that Han said a lot.
The more blood she feeds on, the more land she'll consume. She can't be stopped, only starved.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Right. Now, this is definitely red water and not blood, but
Well, yeah, but it conveys something, some sort of
Symbolic for sure.
because of the gut. I think I said the maw, but it was the gut, you know, abducted all of these people.
Mm.
I just had a thought. Where are you speaking? Are you on the boardwalk or at the end of the dock?
Koigram has returned to shore, and so wherever the pier kind of like begins to stretch out onto the water, I think he would be maybe speaking up to like
Yeah, we're
May
probably
up on
Mhm.
the pier.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
rest of you are like at the end of the pier, kind of?
I'd say we're probably all gathered
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
We're probably
close.
close.
May.
Great.
The faintest chumbly wumblies.
Oh, but going back to shore, it goes away.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
Rubicon, what did you feel when you were down there?
Oh, I just felt water and like the normal pressure. I didn't really feel anything outside of it. Well, it didn't really feel too good. Like I thought at first that was kind of maybe just the deepness of the water. Um, but then the longer I was down there, it kind of felt more like uneasy and like I wasn't really enjoying it, and I just didn't feel too good down there. And that's kind of why I'm glad Koigram, like we came back up when we did, because I wasn't really enjoying it too much.
no, I'm sorry, friend. I didn't know.
Oh no, it's okay. I was a well. I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah. That's very interesting because I had the entire opposite feeling.
Maybe we'll like
Indeed.
move down onto the beach. The aquarium.
Just kind of like ambiently like watching May and just kind of speaking out loud to everyone.
I feel energized, full, and the deeper I got, the more it was such, and the warmer I was. The water, of course, was cold, much colder down in the deep, but I was much, much warmer.
As he's speaking, May will just walk over to like the water and like crouch down where the waves lap up and like just stick her hand down in the water.
No change at this point.
Okay. It doesn't get more intense or anything.
I think Nova would also move kind of like off of any type of like boardwalk pier onto actual beach land area.
Nova, do you feel anything?
I'm guessing
Sorry,
Nova
go ahead.
doesn't, other than
Yeah.
just like kind of chilly air, like that
Yeah.
surfy kind of that constant breeze that comes in being at the beach, but having that salty chill to it, just like,
Right.
yeah.
The water kind of has the feeling to me like the rifts, the portals do. But it's light. It's not too bad.
It's interesting that the party members who've made a deal with Lord of Flowers feel so differently about it than the ones who haven't.
Yes, it is. But you know, a connection to some sort of extraplanar entity. Maybe it has more to do with that than with blood.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like you did when there was a portal nearby, maybe there's a portal nearby.
Well, we have found them in the city, but it was over the water, specifically. If I, like, walk out further down the pier, like, the further I get out, does it get worse? Or is it just I'm near the water and it's like an ambient, like, low chumble?
Make either an insight or a survival check for yourself.
Real quick. Real quick. Just like our super real quick.
So fast. Super quick.
Oh, I meant to just.
Bird
I didn't
inspiration.
I didn't mean to
There
roll.
you go. To
Thanks.
give it. Not to,
You
There
said
you go.
insight or survival?
Yeah, you can take your pick.
I will pick the one that.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, natural one.
You're
Yeah,
muted.
muted.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Sorry,
I'm trying
you're doing
so
great.
No, you're doing great.
Hard.
Just miss your dulcet tones.
Well. I'll be redoing that. Thank you. Mr. DM, I will cash in my good boy point.
You go ahead and use your good boy point.
It's gonna be a 1 again. It's gonna be a 1 again.
Don't
Yeah.
jinx it, please.
Well, Chris, I have exactly one fuck you. Just toss your way, buddy.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Give it that bardic.
And some binspiration. Oh!
Ooh.
All right.
You're welcome.
I just need to
25.
use all of my resources plus the one granted to me by my party member.
May. You get to the end of the dock. Your world tumbles upside down. The rest of you watch May fall into the water.
Like Quagram was like half getting dressed and like throws off the clothes and like immediately like dives back into the water.
As soon as
May-
you are submerged, you're fine again. A base level of chumbly wumblies once more. But for a moment, it was so overpowering, you lost your gravity.
May will like come up She fucking. God damn it! I'm not dressed for this. I'm in like a big flowy like thing. She'll like struggle back to shore. That it's think Corgrim, you said you were coming.
Yeah, absolutely. He's immediately in the water, like power swimming in the direction of May,
Yeah, you
and eventually
get her.
like does the thing where he like in the least creepy way possible, like brings her to his chest and
Yeah,
like
just
does
like the
back stuff.
rescue.
He's like,
swim.
yeah, he's like,
Relax. Stop. Just
Okay,
relax.
Okay. Okay. Just so you know, Quickram, I'm pretty good at swimming. It's just I'm
I-
wearing this big thing.
I know you grew up on the water. I don't care. You're wearing clothes. It's going to hamper you.
Thanks for saving me. I don't
He
know
doesn't respond.
what happened. She's just like. I don't know what happened there. It was I would like to try again, but maybe you could come with me. A steady hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Mhm. Yep.
The ambient sounds of just like silence and water.
Yeah, you return to the end of the dock. It does not repeat itself. Being more in tune with yourself and rolling a 25, the slightest difference, the slightest difference increase in Chumbly Wumblies when you're at the very end of the dock.
I fucking. Oh, Koigrim, do you have your lantern?
I do.
Until quickly run to where his stuff is stashed on the shore and grab his lantern and kind of like pick up, like bundle the rest of his stuff and then just kind of like trot his way back and put it.
I prestidigitate myself dry.
Nice.
Yeah,
Solid
Quinn has been
move.
doing that this whole time as well.
Nice. How far does the lantern cast light?
I think 10 of bright and 10 of dim, but I want to make sure. It's not very. Oh, I'm wrong. It is much longer than that. Bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet. So anything within a 60-foot radius that is invisible could potentially be lit.
Doesn't catch anything.
Should we go out there? I feel like we should go out there. We knew there was one in the harbor, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I specifically remember there being word of one in the harbor. I don't know if it's possible if the attack came from here. It might be them. It might be all the way up north.
You know, that's a pretty good point. If we find the portal that they use, it might just take us right to them.
Well,
It's
how good
water.
is
I can
everyone
look
holding
around
your
pretty
breath?
quickly and figure out if there's anything there.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe you should take Koigrim with you, and that way you have the lantern as well.
Mm,
Wonder if I
I'm
can
unsure.
concentrate on it. Can I make like an arcana check to try to like sense a portal?
If we rode
Yes.
around on the top of Rubicon in whale form, that might be doable. Plus, I'll just get a boat, I suppose.
Not sure.
Mhm.
I don't know. I can't really.
Can we
It's-
see the shore or the distant line of the island at all from here?
Knowing where it is from this point, it's the thinnest little sliver, but yes, you can see it. It's off in the far, far distance.
I don't know how well Koirim would know where we are geographically is my struggle, I think. But he is suspicious based on, like, well, the only other time that we felt this way was on that island. And so I think he's kind of like questioning, like, where are we? Yeah, I think he'd look to maybe May, Quinn, just kind of everybody in general. He goes,
Where are we? I mean, I know we're in Baralbach, right? But what are we near? Like, how far are we from the place that I swam the channel?
That's
Close by.
we're a little north of that, I think, actually, because you swam south of the south of Moog.
Yeah.
I traveled east from Solaya and swam.
Yeah. So you like, yeah. So we're a ways north from the narrowest part of that channel.
Okay. And where is the island we were on?
I point towards the sliver of land. That's it right there. But May has felt this before, and every time we've been pretty close to it. So I don't think it's going to be all the way out there.
It's not within. This is further away than it ever has been before, I think. Well, I don't know. The one at the tower was pretty far away.
Yeah. I think we should go. I think you guys should go and at least look for it out in the harbor.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I can do a pretty quick pass through. It won't take me long.
Yeah. I think maybe if Rubicon, you turn into something big and these two kind of ride on your back, you'd be able to find it no problem.
Yeah. Rubicon will go ahead and burn another polymorph actually, so we can go bigger. And turn back into a sperm whale again. And we'll use their along the way where they have echolocation and blind sight.
Okay.
So anything within 120 feet of me, I theoretically should know.
And I'll also cast Detect Magic.
Good to know and good to know. Okay.
Could I cast Speak with Animals on May so that way she and Rubicon would be able to like communicate during this as well?
Yeah, definitely.
And just for an added little fun bonus, I'm going to give Bardic Inspirations to Rubicon, May, and Quagrim.
Hey.
nice.
Feeling very inspired.
Good boy
Super
points.
inspired.
So inspired.
Here you go,
right now.
cuties. Now go find the thing.
Thank
Hop on,
you.
boys. We're going portal diving.
Thank you, Q Daddy.
No, incorrect.
Anyway, as you
All
all set out, you hit 100 feet past the dock, 200 feet past the dock, 300. Around like the 300-foot mark, May, the feeling is starting to get pretty strong. You don't know if maybe you're feeling seasick or if it's like the strength of this feeling coming on, probably the latter.
I think May would know the feeling of seasickness.
Yeah, yeah. Rubicon, that feeling of dread grows stronger. Koigrim, the feeling of excitement grows stronger.
Mm.
And Rubicon, as you're using your echolocation, you feel your sounds kind of bouncing off the floor of the water around you. And it gets to a point where there's one area maybe like 40 feet wide and like 60 feet long, where nothing comes back to you. It's like an endless, like, your sounds go, and it's like dropping a coin down a well with no bottom. The feeling is getting really strong, May.
We'll relay that to May. I don't know if Koikram, you can speak to me right now. But we'll relay that to May. And unless they indicate otherwise, we'll shift down towards that dead zone.
May is like telephoning all this stuff to Koigrim, and and then suddenly they just lurch down into the water.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
What's the calculations there?
Minute per point of your modifier on con to a minimum of 30 seconds.
There you go.
My con modifier is 2, so for dos minutos.
Okay.
Additionally, oh, never mind. all of my like get out of shit free spells have a verbal component.
Amazing.
Well.
I'll say, so if things get dire, I would say, like, if you want to sacrifice a minute of your breath, you can roll an Arcana check to see if any of your spells work underwater against your own spell save DC, if you get to the point where you want to try.
My spell save DC is so high.
Uh-huh.
No.
Well, yeah, number of minutes equal to 1 plus con mod.
I have 2 minutes.
As you descend, there's that, like, Koigrim, your heart is pounding. May, there's like the sounds of water undulating around both of you, but it doesn't take long for your experience to quickly change. You begin hearing all manner of whispers, sounds. It's like you're in a crowd of people all like whispering into your ears. I'm going to see my family, to the stone fields. My mother. I'm coming home.
May is like doing everything she can to like keep her composure underwater and hold on to fucking Rubicon.
And so it is done. Doomed for the Gilgamesh. The path is long. The path is so long. Different voices.
Yeah. She's just kind of gonna. I mean, what can I do? I'm fucking underwater riding a whale, and I'm having like a psychotic break.
Rapidly going upwards. Sideways.
Oh god.
Doing loops.
I think May vomits at some point. I don't know if you can.
No, not underwater.
Make a
You can
Constitution
absolutely
saving
vomit
throw.
underwater.
Make a con save.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Koigrim has an idea.
You begin to lose it a little bit. You don't know which way is anything. your body kind of gets the better of you, you lose half your air.
Can I sense or see May having a like full on panic attack and like spazzing and vomiting?
Yeah, you can feel her on your back.
I mean, just glancing back, if I
Yeah.
see she's
Yeah.
freaking out, Rubicon is going to just veer back up and is just going to go back and try to surface. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to actively drag down May to her death. Like,
Yeah.
It's fine.
She ended
That
the
sucks.
campaign
I was-
as she began it,
as
drowning.
hilarious as it would be.
I mean, I was just
Although-
gonna make her do mouth to mouth with your blowhole. So
I was
Ugh.
well. That's hot. I was
That's
just
a
like,
Saturday
glad
night.
she's not in my mouth, and May just vomits in the well now.
That's
Ooh.
Why do I taste vomit?
Uh-oh.
Who shit
As
my
a heads
pants?
up, if you vomit underwater, everything comes. Like all the fish and sharks and things like that is like
Oh,
there is
God.
trauma available.
Ooh.
You are the buffet now.
Dinner time, boys.
Ugh.
All right,
So-
so we ascend.
Yeah,
Great.
you break the surface again.
Are you okay?
Are you all right?
Help.
May is just like convulsing.
We'll wheel about and like we're going to shore.
The feeling subsides slowly only once you reach the dock.
Well, there's something down there. I think I would like to get away from the ocean.
That's probably best.
Okay.
Are we just going to kind of ignore whatever's down there and keep heading north, or?
If you guys want to check it out, that's great. It's
We'll
I'm
tell
just-
someone about it. We don't have to do it.
whatever was down there, I heard a lot of voices saying things. I'm going home, or I'm going to see my mother, or something about Gilgamesh, stone fields. I don't remember everything. It was a lot.
Is this an Eldritch horror campaign, and you just didn't tell us? Is this
Do you not remember fighting the fucking incisor?
Huh?
I do. It's just,
It's like
that's
16
Fucking-
mouths.
that's
singing
that's a little
discordant
more
tune.
creepy,
ass
but
shit.
it's still I was still in the bounds of this is just a medieval fun D&D campaign
It's a fun
for
little fantasy
me.
game full of
Yeah.
Full of the
And,
mouth
uh,
monster.
full of God's
So-
nightmares.
um, Koigrim just like helps May onto the dock from the back of the whale, right? And make sure that she's like steady. He's like,
Can you get over here, somebody, please?
and just waits until there's someone else to help May steady herself.
Yeah, Quinn's there, kind of helping.
Yeah, I mean Rubicon's right there and is gonna.
I don't. You guys can try to go back down there. I just can't. I can't. It would be worth to see, I think, but
I will say if May can't make it down there, then I almost certainly can't make it down there.
Yeah, I don't really want to drag you all down there if you're gonna like get sick and possibly throw up in me or on me. So we can just move on. That's fine. This wasn't even on our stuff the day.
Besides, if that was like a direct line, we would be missing out on Rubicon's
Right.
north.
Is everyone
I
travel still today?
sorry.
Still early morning, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
it should
but
be.
The
are
sun has
people
not
now
yet broken.
exhausted?
That would be I mean, ride in a cart, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I get my stuff back after an hour of resting.
Okay.
Some
Yeah,
of my stuff.
we can Uber part of the way there too. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I imagine that the giddiness and electricity was at its height, like right before Rubicon turned.
Yep.
And I think that Koigram would have felt like, oh, like a almost like a, I don't have a better word for it in my brain right now. He's like cucked. Like I don't know.
Got edged.
I don't know why that's the word.
God damn it, man!
You've you've kind of had this feeling before when you slammed the channel the first time.
You first met
That
Maggot.
surge of like adrenaline and strength and like
Yeah.
We're gonna be back here, Koigram, for sure, at some point. I mean, I live here, so I'm absolutely going to come back at some point. So we can always come back and do this.
I'm afraid
Okay.
that felt too good.
Yeah.
It was exhilarating. The closer we got, and the moment we turned away, I felt sad. And if I didn't have better control of my faculties, I don't know that I could be convinced not to drown.
Mm-hmm. Maybe next time we're back here, we could find something to like help us stay down there.
There is magic for that. We can get it.
I'm still
breathing.
scared of that feeling. Because it's not me. It's
Yeah.
not me. It's something else. And that, we don't have to ever go down there again.
Well, I'm at least curious. I feel like it'd be useful at some point, but we should probably get moving at this point.
Maybe when I'm stronger.
Sooner rather than later.
So, you all gather yourselves, the choir, Lucky, Casper, the Dave Matthews Band of Horses, and whoever the third one is. Halliburn.
There you go, Halliburn.
Halliburn. All your supplies, you pay your tab, and you are on your way out of the city. Leaving the city of Moralbach. Is there anything that you wish to do just last minute while you're still in the city?
I'm just gonna say goodbye to my peoples.
Easy enough.
Just pop in, say goodbye, give hugs and kisses, and tell them what I'm doing, and then move on.
Perfect.
Did you say like goodbye to your mom and stuff like that?
Yeah.
When you come out from that, Koigram will be like,
Did you tell her about the thing in the bay?
No. The thing about it is like they've already got a lot of resources. I feel like the less people who know about it, the better. Just because they're already dedicating a lot of resources to helping people in the city. And do you really want me to go in and tell her?
I don't know. I think that's why I was asking.
It didn't feel right to say anything. I've already kind of freaked her out a lot with this whole Lord of Flowers thing, and I kind of don't want to add to that with mystical portals in the harbor.
Right. That's probably smart.
If it becomes necessary for her to know, I will let her know.
Of course. And you have your thing that you can do.
Sending?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's the one.
I can absolutely do that. Yeah.
Right. I don't know why I can't remember that.
It's a 3rd level spell. Nothing.
I don't know what a level is. I don't understand.
Nobody does, apparently.
So
Second-hand classical training.
you all pack up your things, you get on the road, and soon enough, kind of just as the sun is beginning to break over the hills to the west, you exit the city and enter the woods out of the north gate of Marlbach. And we'll take our break.
Woo!
And we'll be back in about like 10 minutes from doing bio things.
Probably 10.
Like,
Probably.
probably 10.
Yeah.
Why don't we just jump right into it?
No,
Jump into it. You
Jump
clipped out.
into
My
it.
God.
you clipped so hard.
Did I really?
You clipped out so bad.
Oh
was
no.
great. It was just a vague echo from Nick's end.
I
That's
guess
all
I
we
didn't notice
need.
it because I was like in the.
Yeah, you heard it in real
I
time.
didn't even notice that it clipped.
Also, Nick didn't react.
He's familiar with my mouth sounds.
just living my everyday life right now.
Yeah. So, you all make your way. Ooh. Sorry, this puppy's trying to play while I'm trying to. Hey, off. I just change the music here. If I can find it. Whoa, trouble. There, you're good.
Wobble.
Big feelings for little man. So, you all make your way out of the city of Marlbach, leaving it behind you, and begin the northward forest trek. It's going to be several days through the forest until you reach look at the map again. A more like kind of plains type area, but you can more or less follow the forest up to the first mountain ridge that you see. But is there anything that you wish to do or look out for on your first day of travel here?
Animals. Animal crackers in my soup. I want to look
Animals.
for animals.
Again,
Just along the way, just passively watching birds, everything. Just
sure.
Birds.
birds,
There's
just
like
birds.
there's a few birds. There's some like at one point there's a fox. There's like a sparrow that you see in one of the trees.
As soon as we see the fox, we immediately shift into it and stay in it.
Beautiful. Seeing
that.
this, it like darts. But
Rubicon gets the zoomies.
doing races around the cart, round and round. Also in the way of animals, as you're kind of coming up on your final first day here of travel, you hear a sound. Let me just
Enact it.
I think it'll clip if I try. It's like a mournful screech is how I would describe it. Almost avian, like some sort of like caw, but it has this rumbling tone to it. It's kind of hard to identify.
Is it anything like the owl bears we encountered in the Feywild?
Not the same, but kind of similar, yeah.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, that sounds kind of weird.
I don't recognize that animal.
I'm assuming none of us recognize it, right? Like,
You continue up the path, and the source of the noise kind of comes around the first bend here. Just off the path, you kind of hear it before you see it, but there is what looks like an eagle head, but huge. Kind of poking out of some of the brush, and it kind of like shakes and steps forward, but it's a lion's paw.
Ah.
As a griffin kind of comes out from a bush. One of its wings is badly, badly, badly torn.
Oh.
And it's kind of emitting these like kind of pained sounds.
Okay. Oh.
Grace, will you say we have had a short rest since?
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, I was asking. Oh, jeez, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, jeez.
As it sees you all, not very stealthy with your 4 horses and large cart, it kind of like.
I'm gonna try to use universal speech
Okay.
real quick. I'm just gonna put my hands up.
Stay
And-
back.
Okay, hey, we're just passing through. We're not a threat. We're not trying to hurt you at all. As a matter of fact, do you want some help? I see your wing is hurt. I can heal you.
What is that?
Like healing? Like I can mend your I can fix your wing. So it works again.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Baba Booey. Oh, that's actually really bad. I rolled a 2.
Don't you
Oh,
have like a
50.
minimum though, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I can only roll 10 10 or higher, so it's
Yeah, there you go.
23.
actually as long
I
as
don't
it's
know
not
why I even asked you to roll.
23 minimum.
because I can roll a 1.
Yeah, I mean, so the hackle's still kind of raised. Wordlessly, it kind of takes a tentative step forward and kind of lowers its head, seemingly
alright.
opening its shoulder up to you.
Sure. I'll just kind of step forward. I'll turn back to everybody. This is gonna take 2 seconds, guys.
It looks to have been shredded.
Oh man.
I don't know how good your talking with it is, but can you tell it from me that it's just a gorgeous creature?
Sure. I'm gonna wait till things are a little less tense.
Yeah.
Corey is
My
like
friend
sat
thinks
like
you're
at the front
pretty.
of the cart, just like completely like enwrapped.
My friend's wondering if you're seeing anyone.
Sure. Is there a Mrs. Griffin? Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 4th level.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll. Beautiful.
14.
The
That's a bad roll.
the feathers and flesh kind of begin to knit together, to the point where like it's an intact wing, still injured, but they could one day fly on it again at this point.
I do have to touch the creature in order for this to work. So just
She allows
Quinn's just-
it, isn't
okay.
super happy about it, and kind of like snaps at your hand and then like remembers
okay,
that she allowed
alright,
you to do
yeah.
this.
just 2 seconds. It's gonna take a second. Just be cool.
Hmm.
And yeah, and then I cast it.
Wonderful.
That feel any better or?
Yes.
Okay, we're just passing through, so we're just gonna keep going. I'd recommend not going too far that way. That's towards the city, and I don't think they're gonna be as kind to you as we have been.
We don't go there.
It's a good call. Yeah, so we're just gonna cut through. Hope everything is okay. What did this to you?
An unnatural creature, something in the sky. He was bright and sharp,
Bright and sharp.
with long talons,
Do you know which way it came from?
from the north.
Oh, that's where we're headed. If we find him,
Blue in
we'll.
hue.
What's that?
Blue in hue.
Oh,
Oh, how long ago was this?
4 or 5 moons. 5 moons ago.
5 moons ago. Okay, that's soon. That's recent. Okay.
If you find this creature, If you slay it, come back to this place and bring me its head. I will give you something.
Okay, that's a little macabre, but
I would not suffer this insult.
yeah, you're very regal. My friend's kind of enraptured over there.
I see he has eyes.
Yeah. Loving this energy. This is great stuff. We're gonna go
Hell
ahead and go
yeah.
through. You're really cool. We do you
Would you like to stay forever?
is there any should we like is there anything we should avoid? We don't want to like upset you, obviously. This is your woods. We're just guests here. Anything we should avoid, anything we should do to like show proper respect.
Touch nothing in the glade to the northwest.
Yeah,
With the
no problem.
bright flowers.
Bright flowers. Don't touch the bright flowers.
And do beware the Meadowlands.
The Meadowlands. Okay. We can do that. Meadowlands, what's that in reference to? What is that?
With the land's claw. The sharp the sharp talon that rises from the land in the north.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. I think we're
Stay
actually
behind. And as she like whips her head around, you do see the tiny little tail of a much smaller version of itself backing,
Oh boy.
lowering its head back down into some
Okay.
further bushes.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I'm gonna give you your space now, if that's all right. I don't want you to be worried about this. We're gonna go.
Wait.
Don't touch the flowers, Clegrim.
What? Do they need more healing?
Do you need any more healing? Or some food or something?
From here I can recover. If there is help to be offered, I have
Yeah.
little to give in return now.
We're not asking for anything. No, nothing. Clegrim, what do you? They could if you've got extra healing.
He comes down off the cart and literally like very
Slow.
like he's very slow. He gets like 20 feet away from this creature and then just fully bows. Just entire like this is royalty.
Make a persuasion check with advantage as you do this.
As a 16.
She she had a very defensive kind of like stance. She actually like relaxes a little bit. Kind of like, oh yeah, like, okay, this person is interacting with me as they should.
As they
They kind of like, you see their posture change a little bit.
Okay. With that same deference, I think he'll gently approach and take off the new winter gloves that he has, and gently touch the wing, and we're gonna pop a couple points of key to do hand of healing.
Beautiful. As you do this, the baby's head kind of like big blue eyes like kind of pop up and they're kind of like watching you.
Hello, little one.
Let's do 1, 2. Here you go.
Beautiful.
It's
It
another
looks
12.
like it has mostly at this point now kind of healed up the rest of the way. There are like smaller feathers beginning to come back in where they had been absent. Looks quite a bit better. There's some scarring and doing much better now.
He retreats and just
Nothing so beautiful should suffer so.
and he backs away, bows again, and gets up on the cart.
What's going on over there?
I have never seen a creature like this before, but
Yeah, and you just went to, right up to it, all the talons and the big beak, and
oh, those things are for defensiveness, and there is no defense needed with me.
Quinn's just gonna back away. And give like a quick
As you
little.
do, she kind of does that to you with her head.
I turn to the gang. Okay, so there's a grove to the northwest with bright flowers. Don't touch the flowers. And I think she was talking about the obelisk we're headed to right now. Also, she was attacked by a blue dragon.
Oh, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, we won't touch the flowers.
Well,
Okay, we're just gonna glaze right past that. Okay, let's.
how long ago was she attacked by the dragon?
You said 5 days ago.
Oh, well,
It might be
Given that-
close.
right. There was a small part of me that was hoping this was some fat, terrible despot sequestered away and hidden from the world that we could just go in and.
To be clear, she did just say blue. She said it was blue, had talons, and could fly. And I just presumed blue dragon.
That's still.
That's a
pretty-
fair assumption.
Yeah,
I kind of
especially
feel like that
something-
tracks with our luck. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just giving space in case it's wrong. Don't want to say that for certain. But yeah, she said we can go. She said if we brought the head of the dragon back to her, then she would the head of the creature back to her, then she would reward us.
Oh, that's a little macabre.
Yeah, thank you. I said this. I said the exact same. That's so funny. Quinn's like very taken aback. That seems like a lot. I don't really want to do all that. If you guys want to do it, then by all means. But
What would she have to give us?
I don't know. She said she didn't have anything right now, but I also told her we didn't need anything right now.
So, like, would we like kill a dragon and bring it back, and we get like a deer carcass or something?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't want to dive into it too much because you guys talked about the claws and the teeth already. Well, the beak, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
Really wasn't going to be pushing on. I wasn't going to be pushing any buttons.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm fine bringing back the dragon head.
I mean, I guess
Right.
That's a significant. That's a trophy. If we kill a dragon, do you not want?
Nova, do you take the heads of everything you kill?
I usually take apart something.
what do you have with you?
I mean, even just like all the gemstones from like dragon scales and gemstones that are on her armor and like her glaive and things. Like she's just kind of like,
Holy
like
shit!
these were all from combat.
I don't know why I didn't really put those things together. They're kind of using body parts. That's pretty intense.
Yeah,
That's a good
I was really
practice.
hoping that, as people would be like, I want to pick a fight with her. They would look at that and be like, maybe fucking not.
Well, I guess you just kind of carry yourselves with this elegance that like, I don't know. I don't think about like the fact that you are covered in the trophies of fallen enemies.
Well, it also kind of loses its context for, when you're in somewhere that doesn't have a lot of scales and gems and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but if we
not
saw like a
rare.
human with like a sword made out of human hands, we'd be like freaking the hell out.
Yeah,
wish
it's
it would be
basically
weird.
like if you all had like armor with like flesh sewn across it.
Yeah, so like
Or like
if-
leather made of human flesh.
just like a necklace made of ears.
Yeah.
We should.
Necklace of teeth.
We can stop. I think.
It's a really
no,
great way to just intimidate and prevent fights.
Yeah.
Pilgrim just
I
like
will say
tucks
I am
his
quite
like
intimidated right now.
necklace like away.
necklace of like wolf teeth or bear teeth or anything.
Do people wear rocks?
Yeah,
don't
Rubicon,
wear
what if
rocks.
you wore
Oh, yeah.
like
Yes.
beads of rock?
Oh. Oh, that's weird.
Or spearheads, or sharp pieces of shale.
Well, isn't that what gemstones are? Like certain gemstones are
Yeah.
pretty much just rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're rocks.
Okay, well, I feel like that's a little racist, but okay.
Is
Oh, aren't humans just elves with less cool ears? Oh.
Don't you mean Roxas?
you know, legitimately, that's a good point. I'm sorry I said that.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think that's fair.
Well, I mean, is it fair? I mean, comparing a rock to a person?
No, well, no. If I'm saying like all rocks are the same, like it's all just rocks. He could. I mean, it's just as easy
Okay,
Well, I
for
mean,
Rubicon
well,
to say
that's
we're all
just
just
factually incorrect. But...
I'm with Rubicon on this one.
What?
Rocks are very different from each other.
Well, but sure, but you can say, like a quartz is a rock, like like this pebble is a rock. It's not saying like,
Like,
an
okay.
elf is a
Humanoid.
sentient being, like a
Yeah.
flesh and blood thing, you know.
We're all kind of humanoids. We're
Why do
all
we
like,
use that
variations
word,
of
by the way?
humans.
None of us are, well, May, you're human, right? But none of the rest of us are.
Very human centric, right?
Yeah.
We have the
it seems a
build
little-
of like we're all kind of like these bipedal
Oh, I'm quadruped.
number of limbs, head, eyes, ears.
You're
Like,
Rubicon. You're a bit of an outlier.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also not humanoid.
But
So,
even
But-
still, like you usually are choosing to stand on like two legs and you have two arms.
Well,
and-
my legs are smaller than my arms, and I kind of walk on all four. Like,
well, it's like
Like
there's got to be a better word for it though than humanoid, right? Like because it's so human centric. So we could probably make some more inclusive language around this.
leg endowed.
meat tugs.
okay.
Andro, no. I'll think on it.
They all have faces. We can call them face people.
I partake not of the flesh nor the ovum of any creature with a face.
okay.
Would it be cannibalist for Dragonborn to eat humans?
Only
This is-
half-ish.
This is a tough conversation to have, I think.
I mean, well, are you going to eat a human?
No, but I was just thinking like if we're saying that things are so different, like it's offensive to say that like a gemstone is a rock and like an elf is a human, but
Yeah,
at the
I
same
don't think
time,
it's
I think
offensive,
most
but-
people would consider it cannibalism for like an elf to eat a human. Like that would
No,
not
not.
be accepted. So like
Well-
there is a relationship there. You
Well,
can
I
strongly
think-
define relationship by what would be taboo to eat.
Well, I think it's like, you don't want to eat anything sentient.
Well, like I wouldn't eat a dog either.
Well,
Well,
dogs
yeah,
aren't
but
sentient, though,
They're
are they?
cute.
Wait, are dogs
I
sentient?
mean,
So do you
Also,
just draw
that's a
the
bit
line
of a
at what's
personal
cute?
thing.
I don't know. I haven't thought
So
about
if we find like an ugly guy, you'd eat him.
Well, the ugly guy would also have to be dumb.
He has to be a dumb, ugly guy. And
We
then
can just kill all the dumb, ugly people and eat.
Like,
I think we're traveling.
We're going.
I assume that this conversation has been happening as you're
bye,
going.
Griffin.
the soul seekers introduce eugenics.
while also solving world hunger.
There you go.
Two
GG,
birds,
easy.
baby.
We just eat the dumb, ugly guys.
A modest proposal.
Yeah.
I
Part
think if we
two.
were all starving in the mountains somewhere and one of us died, I don't know that I'd have any compunction about eating one of you.
All right, what's everybody's intelligence score? So we got to. I'm not an ugly guy, so that wouldn't work.
You
I am
don't
a
have
dumb
lot of-
guy.
You don't have a lot of meat on your bones, so I
Yeah.
don't know about
I'm a
how that
cutie.
would work.
Well, Koigram, that leaves us with you.
Well,
the
if I die
biggest.
first, feel free.
You're the biggest, then we eat Nova, then probably Quinn.
Well, to be clear, I
And
wouldn't
Rubicon
kill any
doesn't
of
eat.
you. You would die, and then, but but never before.
I like
It'll
the
just be wasteful at that point.
This is great stuff, gang.
This is bonding, quality bonding time with the fam.
I can also like teleport us to a city at any time, so
Yeah,
like,
so it's
we
not
don't have to
really-
do that, you know.
As the sun sets on your first day of travel, is there anything else that you would wish to do this evening, or anything that you want to look out for, discuss, etc.?
You know
Nova
what I'm
would
gonna
just
say.
continuously be checking for the igneous clan signs of them, especially if we're approaching an area with a dragon. Chances are, like, that's what they're also looking for.
Make a perception check or an investigation check, whichever you prefer.
Mhm.
Or a
You know what I'm
survival
gonna
check.
ask for.
I do. Go ahead and roll, Johnny. In the meantime, Nova with an 18. So as you're walking, you come to what looks like a Wayfarer's cairn, like the one that you guys first encountered. However, it has been toppled over. Its contents are scattered. The offering bowl is empty, and like the area around it, it's kind of blast marked, almost like someone fireballed it over. It does have a faint smell of sulfur.
Okay.
Koigram, he's not answering.
I'm actually getting into the consistency of the failure. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of into it.
Me too.
I'm interested as to why. I think we don't have to talk about it right now, but I'm very deeply
We can talk
interested
about it
in the
later,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
Quinn.
I'm gonna reset the Wayfarers.
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
And put some. I'll put something in it.
Yeah,
I will put. I'll put a dagger in it.
I don't put anything in it, but I help reset it.
Sure. Yeah, both of you take a point of inspiration.
No.
What do I get if I already had one?
You get
You
one.
get nothing.
You have one. They do not
pat on the
stack.
back.
But yeah, your night goes.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry,
No, go.
I did want to, like, as we were
Please.
like camping or whatever. So in Mrobak, I got the components necessary to cast a spell called Legend Lore. And so what that will do, if I can find it in my book, we have the ability to name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell will communicate to me any sort of lore, tales, forgotten stories, secrets, as long as it is of some sort of like legendary importance, you know, like a lost, forbidden uplink crevice, or maybe the maw, or not the maw, the gut, or
The Lord of
hand,
Flowers?
or the eye, or the Lord of Flowers. Yes, but
Wow.
I can only do it one time with what we have.
Ah, okay. Maybe that's not as important.
So we should, you know, maybe decide as a group: do we want to focus on the gut, or uplink crevice, or you know?
I kind of like Kravis, but you know that's just me. I'm a little biased.
What I'm worried about is that we're going to, you know, get the crevice. Bless you. Bless you.
Bless you again.
And well, you know, I think crevice would be good, or the gut, or if anyone else has a suggestion.
maybe the hand.
Well, I think the hand is a good idea, but, you know, presumably we can stop back by a town between, before we go
Ah,
back to Nero.
so it's not as pertinent as.
I think so.
Well, we're about to be in Kravis, so whatever we're gonna find out, we'll likely
Potentially.
find potentially. There
That's-
could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. How legendary is Kravis, though? You know what I mean? Like it's legendary to.
Well, it's
Rubicon.
legendary to the point that Kodra found something about it.
Okay, that's a good point. Good point.
And who knows, the maw may not. Or I keep saying the maw, the gut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or maybe something about the Demarcog, the song,
The Claret Strait.
Claret Strait. Yeah, something about being inspirited, maybe.
Moonfall.
It's it's less events or like concepts, and it's like people, place, thing.
Arcog, I think Arcog would be a good candidate, but if we're gonna do it for that, I'll supply the stuff for that.
Sure, we can do it another time.
May.
I think either Kravis or the gut.
Yeah, I think
Why-
Sorry, go ahead.
What's the name of your condition?
I don't know the answer to that. It apparently it has something to do with the Comet Walker, the people who founded Nero and Lachlan's Rest. But I don't know if it has a name, some sort of madness.
It's just a thought.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good point, and I would like to find out more about that for sure. But I think either Kravis or the gut, and I think it's up to the group. I know Rubicon, Kravis.
I think I actually vote for Kravis. I think Kravis is the thing we know the least about, and we are going to Kravis for information. The more information we have, the better. The gut, we are going for a specific purpose, and we know what that purpose is, and we know what's there, and we kind of know what to expect already.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Gurgrim? Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to do it right now. Would you be okay if I did Legend War for Kravis? Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize I was muted. I'll be ready for you to do that in approximately like 30 seconds.
Okay.
I would write something out and send it to you because I think that's more interesting than just me sitting here talking. It's
Okay.
whatever you want to do.
It's also more
Do
concrete.
you have something that you're writing now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just finishing up a sentence.
Yeah, I think we're gonna cast Legend War if you guys are cool with that. And just
Quinn
yeah.
Quinn is crazy insightful, right?
I can be.
Okay.
So is Rubicon.
I think both Rubicon and Quinn then would notice that, like, Koigrim nodded, but that was it.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way for me to share this? Yeah. I'll actually like take an opportunity on that, and then as May is getting the spell ready, I'm just gonna kind of sidle up next to Koigrim, and just kind of like very quietly just say, "We'll get a chance to cast this again."
Right. Yes.
Are you? What were you looking for, Lord of Flowers?
I want to know everything about the person who stole my life from me.
Hmm.
And I believe that that is a very powerful bias. And so I don't think that my voice is one that needs to be heard about this right now.
I think we all have questions we'd like to have answered, you know, and that's not to devalue what you're feeling or anything like that. But I guess just thinking like strategically, you know,
Right.
there's going to be opportunities. I don't know what this spell entails. Can I, like, looking at May, tell what components?
Yeah, it's a lot of incense and 4 big strips of ivory.
Yeah. Yeah, so if we find stuff like that, then we'll be able to cast this again in the future. And we got a long trip ahead of us.
Do. No, it's, I am anxious to know about this place and how it relates to Rubicon as much as anyone.
Mm-hmm.
There is a powerful rage regarding the other topic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the spell fires off without a hitch.
Yeah. May like surrounds the area as she sets her little ritual cloth and all her little accoutrement, and like sets incense all around the area, and places these like 4 strips of ivory just down in front of her, and sits there for a while, several minutes, in sort of like a trance-like state. Uh, and then like suddenly, with a start, her like body kind of like cracks, and her head like comes back, and all of the smoke from the incense is just like funneled into her, and her eyes open up in a bit of a light, and her one hand reaches out and flips over the first strip of ivory, and as it does, it's like, those like like pet tag maker machines.
Yeah.
They like just like you watch it like grind it on, just like in a little blitz, like it's being shot with like a laser beam. It's just like sparking and like carves, crazy runes and shit into the strip of ivory as it goes down. And then she starts speaking as she's like flipping them over. I went back to Discord and saw the How to Punish My Daughter. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. A lot going on. Her voice takes on sort of a metallic kind of bent to it. Uplink Kravis is a receiving port for ships departing the effect array. It is outfitted with everything that passengers would need to sustain themselves on an otherwise barren landscape, with living quarters above and below ground. After the destruction of all organic life on Terminus, Uplink Kravis is built to receive and sustain passengers so that they can rebuild a new civilization. It contains computers and an AI personality meant to guide scientists toward utopia. Also, it is meant to recharge, repair, and build new automatons and autonome units. And then after the last one is like flipped over and like she like does the spiel, uh, she just sort of like collapses over to the side and like steadies herself.
Oh,
That's a lot to take in.
So it's like a life raft to destroy all. Whoa.
And let me share this with you guys.
Uh,
well,
I've been
that feels huh.
I've been studying a lot, right, to try and get better words, but I don't know that I've ever encountered the word organic. What is that?
It means like you and me, like we're flesh and blood, or a tree, or an insect.
Living.
And yeah, living things. Inorganic would be like metal or stone.
Like me.
Well, you're alive, so I would say that you're something more.
I guess it's more like stuff that decays.
Yeah.
Ah,
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe it's stuff that can die.
Well, that is what the message said.
Maybe I I don't die, I just get turned off. Or so damaged I can't be on.
Well, I think what did it say? That it is meant to recharge, repair, and build new automatons and autonomous units. If you're some kind of automaton or autonome, whatever that,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe there is something that needs to be repaired.
That would kind of make sense since I don't really know I don't really know what's going on.
Well,
Maybe my mind is broken.
But
I don't think you're broken, my friend.
it's here.
A receiving port for ships departing the effectorate. Don't know what that
Wow.
means.
So like a ship on the water, or the one that we've heard about that goes in the air.
Like a port. Yeah, I don't.
It like a like what we were just swimming in.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
calling things here.
And what is a computer?
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of
I'm also certain you just said letters at one point.
letters.
In a
Oh, yeah. I don't. Kogram, I don't know.
I don't know what that stuff means.
Personality, I understand. Utopia.
That's concerning, but also vaguely comforting that I'm just not the only one in the dark this time.
After the destruction of all organic life on Terminus, Uplink Kravis is built to receive and sustain passengers so they can rebuild a new civilization. So it's something is getting sent here.
I'm nervous, Rubicon, about you making this connection. Because this makes me think you're opening up the port for things to come here. And if the ships aren't going to come here until all organic life is destructed, could that possibly launch some type of attack? I'm not sure what an effect array is, but
Does Rubicon have any indication? Does he know what the effect array is?
It
If only we had 4 more strips of ivory.
it sounds like a name you've heard before. There's a sense of like, oh yeah, that thing, but there's nothing actually attached to that familiarity.
Yeah, it sounds familiar. Like I don't know what it is though. It's like right there in the back of my mind. I don't want Terminus to be destroyed, though.
Is it possible that you are here to see what it's like naturally to then
It is possible.
I don't know what
feel like-
terraform word. I don't know if Nova would know the word terraform, but like after all life is destroyed, to come back and build the parts that are wanted.
What, like it's not worth salvaging? Like that we just deserve to be discarded?
Like something else wants to live here and wants to get rid of everyone here first, and then
Well-
afterwards, Rubicon and more things like him could make it habitable again for the people who are wanting to come here through this port.
Yeah, Rubicon, you said that you're good at farming.
Yeah, there was the voice that I heard that called me Unit 2387. They called me at one point an agricultural unit. So I think that if what you're saying is true, then I'm kind of like the second part of this plan to reform Terminus.
But you're here early.
Yeah, but I'm here. So,
Like-
but Terminus is still standing.
So
Maybe
did
I
it
got
already
sent
happen?
early, or maybe I'm not
also-
supposed to be here.
Also, you've said that you have to see certain things first.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go.
Did they want you to
Oh,
see
wow.
it as it was to know what it needs to be?
But Rubicon be the only one for a whole planet?
DM, is there any truth or anything to that
To what?
notion?
To which notion?
That like is there like any how would you phrase it? Do I feel, is there furthermore beyond just the compulsion to see things that Rubicon feels, is there a purpose behind that beyond just experiencing things? Do I feel like it's actually like more mission oriented if I think on it, or is that just more my own personal sort of notion?
So it's tricky.
Yeah,
I so short answer is like Rubicon has thus far been someone who has been very driven to spread out and go and wander. And has also been driven to like nurture life where you see it failing. At least that's what I've seen from
Yeah.
Rubicon.
that is yes.
Is-
Accurate.
I wouldn't want to like overstep on the reasons why Rubicon feels that way. I
Sure,
would leave
I
it up
guess
to you.
yeah,
but-
I just probably phrased that poorly. So like I guess in essence, Rubicon has his personal drive that, as far as I'm aware, is his own.
Mhm.
But is there any sort of like phantom feelings that aren't his own? Like, do I feel compelled or a compulsion or a desire? Like, I know there's like the northward. Like, I feel the tug to go northward.
Yeah.
Is there? I guess, is there anything on top of that additionally?
Not exactly.
Okay.
I would say like the things that Rubicon has so far like appeared to care about, that does seem consistent with the mission of a machine that is meant to go and sow seeds.
Sure. Okay.
But there's no like higher power guiding what you're feeling. It's just who you are.
Rubicon relaying all of this to you all as well.
There's no feeling of external stimulus.
I don't have a meat tug.
Right. Yeah, the classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an external meat tug, but maybe
Not
like
an
a,
external.
like a spiritual, like an internal meat tug.
Is okay.
I feel like I just need to get to Kravis. I need to see it for myself because I feel like the answers are hopefully there.
What do you want, Rubicon? What would be
It's not that simple.
what would be your best outcome if we go to Kravis? Just so that way we can know what to look for.
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about a best outcome or even a worst outcome. It's like imagine how can I explain it? Imagine if you were told you all have homes, and imagine you got told, "Hey, that's not your home. Actually, this is your home. Go check this out. It's brand new." You'd want to go see it, right? Like that's kind of like, no, this is I got to go over here.
So you're curious.
Oh yeah, oh big time. I want to know. I want to know what's. I mean, I guess if I have a purpose, I would like to know it. Like I feel a compulsion to help things grow and spread and nurture life. But does it go beyond that? Is that my purpose? And once I foster that,
What is my
that
purpose?
it?
You pass butter.
Huh. Okay.
It's kind of like, okay, like Quinn, you're really good at talking and playing music. And then let's say you play the best song you've ever played or ever will play. And you had proof of that. What would you do then?
Try to make something better.
Hmm?
Do you see Rubicon genuinely like taken aback by that? Like doesn't entirely know how to process that answer.
And I might not be able to, but it's the the goal is the journey.
The fun is in the striving.
Right.
How can the goal be the journey?
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to but no, the part of like making the world better is it's never done. And the best you can do is to keep going.
If you can never make the world better,
You can make the world better. You can never make it perfect.
then that seems almost pointless.
Is it? If you show up to a town that has a magic portal under it that makes uh these evil cats come out of the bottom, right? And it's infinite, and you can't stop it, and you have no way to stop it.
Yeah, most cats are evil.
This is a bad metaphor. Hold on. Let
No,
me
wait. Okay, look.
Yeah, let me
So,
focus.
Imagine, Rubicon, that you have a ship. You take the ship out. It weathers a few storms. It gets damaged. Things collect on it. Refuse from the sea, barnacles. When you come back, you have to maintain it. You have to repair it. You have to clean it. That's kind of like what we're doing. If we don't do stuff, the ship falls apart and things get worse and everyone hates it.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to realize what sorts of things are important. And you have to make goals that you can reach, right? So to say like, oh, I'm going to make the world a perfect place is kind of an impossible goal, because the only way you can do that is to, infringe on the liberties of as many people as possible. As many people as you can in order to make that perfect place. What you do is you try to make the most people happy as you can, and that's what being a good person is. You're never going to be able to please everybody, but you can please somebody, and that's something.
Could this belief even be tied into the objective of all organic life will be destroyed because there's no way for Terminus as it is right now to be perfect. To achieve perfection, you would have to create a blank slate and regrow.
Just thinking about our world's history, I can think of one event in particular where a certain somebody was interested in making the world perfect. And
I'm not saying that's a correct philosophy. I'm
Right.
just wondering if what we're seeing right now, the
Mhm.
difference in ideas that are present, could even be reflective of a job that Rubicon has been given to do.
right.
What if you could make
They-
the world perfect, though?
They did say Kravis was a goblin word.
Rubicon. I wonder if you could make the world perfect, but you would have to make everyone behave. You would have to make everyone and everything perform exactly as you design. Is goodness good without the freedom to do evil?
The question itself is arbitrary.
Is it?
Yes.
Who judges whether it's good or bad?
Morality is based upon the ethics that you are surrounded upon in birth.
Sorry, no, there are actually like cosmic gods that decide what's good and bad.
Oh,
I'm
well, that's
sorry.
also a lot to take in.
Well, I would argue that I don't know if that's actually something they said or not.
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
I love that. I want May to say that, so we're going to just be, oh, so I got to kill the gods.
Yeah,
Hold
fine.
on.
But she would say it as like a joke.
Well, no, I mean, like, even I mean, that's a joke and all, but like, that's even those are creators. The ones who made this place they made mistakes,
Hmm.
and mistakes happen, and yeah, I don't know. Rubicon, there's a chance this is connected to the law in some way. Do you know anything about law and like our history?
DM, do I know anything about law or Terminus' history? It doesn't really sound familiar to me. I mean, I know of the law or laws that govern, and I mean,
No,
I've
I
heard
mean like
the
capital
God law in passing, but I don't really know anything else. I mean, just what I learned.
capital L law. Um, he wanted to create the world in his image, and in so doing, released hordes of demons into the world, um, as a means of getting control over everybody.
Hmm.
I think that this may be part of that plan to a certain extent.
Oh.
I will say too, you know, the body boys, um, they plan to make a you know, remake the world,
Yeah.
a new kingdom, a shining new kingdom. It could all be connected somehow.
Hmm. Oh man. I'm really confused.
No,
what-
Rubicon, since you've been here, I think one of your favorite things has been to see how many different things there are. Like
Yeah.
you have wanted to go out and see all the different animals and all the different creations and landscapes in this world. And what if only one animal was perfect? What if there was only one perfect, you know, there's only one fox that's the perfect shade of red? Isn't the beauty in the fact that there are imperfections in these creatures, that they have room to be different, to all look unique in some way? Isn't the world more beautiful for all the different things that you've seen and that you have loved to see?
Well, the problem is that perfection is completely defined by the parameter set of what is attempting to be achieved, but I get your point. Like I don't want to see like I don't want to see a bunch of animals dead. Like I don't want there to only be one perfect fox or one perfect you all. Like I want things to be able to grow and live. It's just I don't understand how if my purpose here is to foster and make things better, but they can never be perfect, and it's always doomed to fail or fall back. I
That's the
don't understand how my purpose that's a contradiction. That's paradoxical.
Are
That's
you
why.
familiar with the concept of an asymptote? It's a line that
it's but that's the thing. You're using words like doomed and I
Well,
don't
I'm being a little hyperbolic, but you know what I mean.
yeah, but I mean, there's a reason you're using those words, and I think the reason is because
Oh yeah, I
well,
just assume everyone knew common. Wait, does not everyone know?
no, what I mean is there's a
No,
No.
reason
it's not my
there's a
favorite
reason you're
actually.
there's a
Actually,
reason you're using the words you're using because uh, the whole the idea that things are doomed to not be perfect. We can strive for perfection, but I think it's unrealistic to try to achieve it.
Then why strive for it at all?
Because doing it is part is it, that's what it is. That's the goal. The goal is to strive for it, to do as much good
Goal
as
is to strive for something you'll never achieve. I don't understand.
Rubicon, if that fox you saw earlier was injured and was going to bleed out and die, and we could intervene and we could save it, but eventually it's still going to die. All of us will die one day. Death is inevitable.
the griffin.
There's still value in the life you can give. Just because something may never become perfect doesn't mean there's value in what happens along the way. Just because something eventually dies doesn't mean that there's no value in the time it will have between now and its death. You can make an impact and things can be better. And that has value.
I mean, truly, who's to say that we won't eventually reach perfection? We just haven't done it yet.
That's also
So,
true.
so we continue to
Just
make
haven't done
strides.
it yet.
Exactly. We're still working on it. It's always, well, maybe not always, but it's something that's ongoing.
So
you-
you strive for perfection, even though the odds are going to be that you're never going to reach it. But you could. We
Yeah.
just haven't done it yet.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's much better than what I said.
Oh, okay.
Rubicon, I think it can be dangerous to strive for that, though. I think if I were to take you to Slag and you were to see the culture there, the reason that I'm unwanted and seen as monstrous as I am there is because I defy all of their expectations of what perfection should be. They have a very structured society because they are trying to make things perfect. And there's a lot of, it's difficult to explain, but I think if we ever went there, you would be able to see the folly in wanting a perfect world.
But maybe we could get it there, Nova.
I don't know if that's a world I would want to be in. It's a world I wouldn't be allowed to be in.
No. You've just got to strive for perfection. Like they're saying, we can all strive for perfection. We can make you perfect too.
I've been told that a lot throughout my life. And a lot of people's idea of me being perfect would be me being dead.
No, that's
Rubicon, do you see me? Do you see the different colors that are in my gemstones? They are not perfect.
multiple colors does not indicate imperfection.
To some,
It
it
does.
does. That's our point.
Literally,
Perfection.
gemstones can be graded about like their color and like the hardness of the gemstone and the clarity of it and all those things. And my gemstones are all huge detraction points for what makes a perfect gemstone. And that is what the Dragonborn are trying to achieve. Like us all having these perfect, beautiful gemstones and being perfect in society. So if you ever are thinking about the value of things not being perfect, there is a society that me existing this way is not tolerated.
Well,
A
then that
perfect world is my
society isn't perfect. They've been blinded by confirmation bias, and their parameters are set too strictly. We can
that's the thing
change
that
them too. We can help your people change and strive towards actual perfection.
What if they won't? What if they refuse? Because people will. You can't make them. If you do, you'd have to kill them. And that's not good either.
But in striving to perfection, you have to kill sometimes.
No.
You all have killed,
Yes.
striving to make the world a better place.
Mostly to defend ourselves, but yes.
And you're defending yourself because you believe your existence is better
No.
here than not,
No.
right?
Nope. Absolutely not. I do not think I am more worthwhile than any of you or anyone that we have killed.
Then why do you preserve yourself? Why do you fight to defend yourself?
Because I desire to.
Rubicon, my little sister, is dead because of people who want perfection. And that made the world more perfect in the eyes of those who killed her.
No, that's wrong.
It is wrong.
When you're thinking of these things, I want you to think about the fact that I'm supposed to be a big sister.
Perfection is subjective. It is not a constant.
We're introducing a lot of stuff to Rubicon right now. And Rubicon, how are you feeling right now?
I'm good. I'm good.
Could I make well, I can never mind. I'm just looking at the guy.
It is abundantly clear, despite having only 2 lights for eyes, Rubicon is not good. He is grappling with is in his mind a lot of like contradictory, paradoxical situations.
Good. Do you guys mind if we table this discussion for another time? Just give Rubicon a chance to kind of think some stuff over.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rubicon, maybe a better goal to have in mind is just what's right in front of us, getting to Kravis.
Let's just get to Kravis. The answers are probably going to be there anyway.
There's gonna be answers there, most likely, but
it'll be fine. We just gotta get to Kravis.
Nova,
Yes.
What was your sister's name?
She didn't actually get to be born yet. They destroyed her egg. They stole her from the hatchery. Those were the mercenaries I took out.
Would
The Igneous clan?
No, when I said that, like my final night in Slag, I went through and took out those 5 mercenaries.
Yeah.
Slag can be a harsh place, but killing children is still not
Mhm.
welcome. And so each of the 5 families that kind of rule Slag each had to send a mercenary. So that way they each would have equal part and blame and could never use that action against each other. And I want Nova to just kind of like put a hand on Rubicon's shoulder and just be like, I know this is a lot, and these are questions that people deal with their entire lives. So don't feel worried about figuring it all out in a night.
I'll figure it out though.
You will. I believe in you. And if you ever want to discuss it, we're happy to discuss it because that's how you figure things out and how you make sure you're able to kind of explore ideas and get different perspectives.
Yeah. We'll all reach perfection together.
But Kravis first.
Travis first?
Travis first.
As the moon goes high in the sky, your first day of travel over, we will end it there. We went so much longer than we were supposed to. I'm so sorry, you guys.